What's up everybody, it's Pitcher Game 75 here today. We're playing Would You Like to Run an Idle Cafe Part 2. Oh yeah, I'm back. Alright, let's get started. When I return home to the cheery, sing-song tone of my best and only friend, Suzuki Ichigo. Ichigo and I go way back. I guess you could call us childhood friends. We used to live next door to each other, and we went to the same elementary, middle, and high schools. We walked to school together when we were kids, and since our moms were good friends, she'd always be around at my house during the weekends. I guess it's inevitable we become close despite being dissimilar on many counts. My relationships with Ichigo kind of dropped off during my second year in high school, after I fell in with those delinquents. I barely spoke to Ichigo at all, and our relationship seemed on the verge of crumbling until I wised up. Ichigo helped me study for my university entrance exams, and though I didn't pass, I appreciate all the help she gave me. Ichigo did pass her exams, however, and now she's training to be a nurse at a small, cozy campus by the beach. Ichigo could have stayed with her parents and commuted to college, but the university is about an hour from our hometown by train. Sheesh, only 1 hour. Figuring that it wouldn't be worth the time or the money to commute, she decided to rent a place closer to her university instead, with a bit of financial help from her parents. She didn't move into this small apartment on her own though. She invited me along for the ride too, and after some deliberation, I decided to accept her offer. I didn't have any real reason to leave her home, but it was starting to feel kind of stifling. What was with my mom breathing down my neck about my failed entrance exams? Oof, man. I wanted to get away from my parents' crushed expectations and take in the soothing sea air. I moved in with Ichigo a month ago at the starting of the semester. Since then, I started looking for a job. It took me a while, but I finally made progress. I should be working at Miss Miyamori's cafe soon. I'm relieved things have gone so smoothly, but I think Ichigo might be happier about this turn of events than I am. I texted her about my success before I got back home, so she must know about it already. That explained her bright, beaming smile, which stretches from almost ear to ear. Oh boy. Oh, she looks like Nero. If you guys know Nero from FGO, that's what she looks like her though. I'm so pleased for you, Neo. Congratulations on your new job. Ichigo doesn't exactly clap. She can't. Her hands is occupied with a ladle. She's standing in the kitchen by the stove and frilly apron layered atop her casual clothes. She's cooking something though. I'm not sure what. Maybe chicken curry. I never tried any of those curries, man. Not gonna lie, it's true. I never tried any curries. There's a chopping board on the counter covered in bits of diced carrot and onion, and the aroma of currying rocks is heavy in the air. Steam is beginning to raft from the ice cooker, and the kitchen smells amazing. Pretty well, I guess. It is kind of a messy here in here. Ichigo isn't the tidiest of people, but I don't mind that. It makes the house look lived in. Ichigo and I have only been here a month, but it feels homey already. Thanks, Ichigo, I appreciate it. What you're cooking? Oh, it's just chicken curry. I know it. It's a simple dish, but I know you're fond of it, so I thought I'd whip up something nice to celebrate your new job. I dashed all the way to the supermarket as soon as lecturers let me out, and I found the juiciest chicken breast I could. It was an expense, but I think it will be worth it. This will be a chicken curry to remember. I'm gonna add in a lot of onion too. I know you like onion and carrots and potatoes. This curry will be chock full of all things you like. I pick up some beer too, so we can have a real proper party, and I have caramel pudding for dessert. Bro, that's like my party from Friday. Let's have some fun, hey? That sounds great. Thanks for doing all this for me, Ichigo, but you didn't need to. I don't want to be a burden. It's no burden, silly. Ichigo refutes me, as she always does, with a blinding smile. I'm doing this because I want to. I enjoy cooking, but it's always more fun cooking for other people than on my own. Ichigo isn't the tidiest person in the world. She's not what I would call a Yamato Nadeshiko, not by any stretch of the imagination. She's sloppy and forgetful, and she always misplaces things about the house. She doesn't make her bed in the morning. She forgets to put her clothes in the laundry basket, and I found discarded pairs of her cute pink undies on the bathroom floor before. Oh my gosh. She's messier even than I am. When it comes to cooking, however, she's no slouch. She's no slouch at that time. She used to make me a lunch every day back in high school before I fell in with a bad crowd, and they were unfailingly delicious and nutritious. White rice, ginger, chicken, pickles, rolled egg omelets, hamburger steaks. Hamburger steaks! You name it, Ichigo can cook it. She's incredible with her hands. I love seeing other people enjoy my food, especially, you're always so complimentary. Of course I am. Your food's amazing. It deserves nothing but the highest praise. In fact, I think it's wasted on a guy like me. Not at all. I wouldn't enjoy cooking half so much if I wasn't like doing it for you. Now, won't you let me pamper you, please? Please, please. I still feel kind of bad. But if you're sure, I'm very sure, tonight's dinner is going to be one to remember. It'll be an epic meal for the ages. I'll hold you to that. You've talked your curry up so much, I'm expecting nothing less than perfection. Oh, you know me. My curry's even better than perfect. Ichigo giggles. I made a huge batch, so I hope you're hungry. I, can't wait to feed you. I want to see you savor my food. Nothing makes me happier than seeing you smile. Oh, yes. Several hours later. Whoa. I can still eat more. I want more. And yet you're sleeping. Ah, jeez. I stand over Ichigo's comatose body, arms folded. Ichigo was pretty enthusiastic while she was cooking, but I think she must have tired herself out. She's been working hard. What with her university course, I guess her hard work's taking its toll on her. It's not even 2200 yet. Fucking military time. I can't. But she's passed out, stone cold on the couch. One of her pigtails is beginning to come loose of its tie. Her hair fans messily across her face. Her clothes are rumpled. When I crouch beside her, I can hear her mumbling under her breath. No, give my pudding back. Give it back. I want it. You ain't getting it back now. You're a bully. But if you feed me, I'll forgive you. What? Now, what is she blabbering about? She's lost in La La Land? Maybe I should try to wake her. Ichigo, hey Ichigo. I give her shoulder a shake, but she doesn't reply. Instead, she shies away from me and mumbles deliriously. Ah, you're so forceful. When you touch me there, it feels so good. Whoa, I wonder. If Ichigo was anybody else, I think she was trying to make me squirm, but I'm not buying it though. She's too good and natured to do anything of the sort. Not gonna hold her there, but if I think she's genuinely out of it. What a pain. I give her another shake. Ichigo, hey Ichigo, you can't spend the night on the couch. You'll catch a cold, you know. Fine. I'll be okay if I'm with you. You're so nice and warm. I want to cuddle you, want to cuddle and eat pudding. Well, and look, sleepy. She's drunk. I thought my entreaties might have reached her for a second there, but apparently not. She's starting to snore even more. She looks kind of cute, actually. Her rumple appears notwithstanding. I never really thought of Ichigo as a member of the opposite sex. I've known her for too long, but sometimes in moments like this, I'm taken aback by her good looks. She's undeniably adorable, vulnerable too. If I wanted, I could bend down and claim those pursued lips of hers in a kiss. But of course, I'm not going to do that. We're just friends. Why am I thinking stuff like this anyway? I must be tired, too. Get it together. I slap my cheeks with bonds with both hands, then I give Ichigo a shake. Ichigo, can you hear me? Sleep. No dice, huh? Now this has presented me with something of a pickle. What am I to do? I guess I've got no choice. Sorry, Ichigo, I'm not trying to cop a feel. I'll be gentle, I swear. I bend down, then I pull Ichigo into my arms. I'm every bit as gentle as I promised you, and she doesn't stir even when I lift her into the air. She cradled against my chest now, like an overgrown baby, her golden eyelashes tightly shut. Neyo. She mumbles softly, a sweet smile playing about her lips. You smell good. I wish we could stay like this. You're so strong and reliable. And there she goes, sleeping again. I don't know about that. You're actually kind of heavy. Oh boy. Ichigo's quite slender, but she's still a full-size human being. She weighs way more than a bag of groceries. My arms are starting to ache, and I've only been holding her a little while. I need to get her to her room ASAP. Fortunately, we live in an apartment, not a full house. All of our rooms are on one floor, so I don't need to worry about scaling my pesky stairs. I exit the living room, walk through the nondescript hallway, then step inside Ichigo's bedroom. I lay her body down upon her bed carefully, despite the aches in my arms, doing my best not to jostle her. There we go. I wipe my hands down with my pants as one might after hauling in a sack of potatoes. Not that Ichigo's that heavy or that shapeless. Then I pull the blankets up under my chin and ruffles the top of her head. Sweet dreams, my precious. Sleep well. Ichigo giggles softly, her cheeks pressed against her sheets. You're so nice, just like a prince. When I get older, I want to marry you. This sweet sleepy compliment makes my heart skip a beat. I wonder how many beats I skipped. I wonder how I should feel about this. No, I wouldn't mind. Wait, the one at the May Cafe though. Between her and she's rude. You know, let's marry Naoi. Ichigo, I mean. It might be a little weird to think of this about my best friend, but sometimes I think I wouldn't mind marrying her either. We've been together for so long, we're almost like a married couple. Our parents always used to ask us, when we were kids, when the wedding would be. I know they were joking, but their jibs always made me blush. I got to thinking of, as of late, I wouldn't mind deepening our relationship, but I'm a little hesitant to broach this subject with Ichigo. Oh, my bad. I don't want to risk making her uncomfortable, and I definitely don't want to spoil our relationship. For the present, I'll pretend that she never said that. It's for the best, right? Oh, the next morning. Oh, I'm late. I'm like a total freaking late. I've got to get to class right now. Where'd I put my other shoe? Ichigo tears about the house in a whirlwind of nervous energy and long blonde hair. Her eyes are comically wide and she stumbles over her own feet on a couple of occasions. I want her as she flaps. I was about to say faps. About unperturbed. I'm used to this. Naoi, hey Naoi. Ichigo stares at me, wide-eyed. Her hands clasped together at her front. Have you seen my other shoe? I'm not sure. Where did you have it last? Yesterday, I took them off at the front door after I got it in from buying all the food at the convenience store. At least I think I did. Ichigo brows furrow. They should be around here somewhere, but I can only find one. Where is it? I can't have gone very far without a foot inside it. Shoes can't walk on their own. No shit. Are you sure you took them off at the front door? Why wouldn't I? That's just common courtesy. You think that, yeah, but you have a habit of forgetting these things. I, like many other kids, that was taught from childhood to take my shoes off the moment I step inside. It's something I've done for years, and it's becoming part of my daily routine, just like clockwork. Ichigo, however, is a special case. She's very forgetful, and sometimes removing her outdoor shoes slips her mind. She'll be in the kitchen cooking dinner when suddenly she'll pause looking at her feet, then gasp in surprise. What, I'm still wearing my shoes? How did that happen? Bruh! Bruh, you're... Oh god. She usually claims as though some malevolent magical force put her sneakers back on her feet when she wasn't looking. She tracked in dirt inside the house a couple of times already. It's a bit of a pain, you know, but I can't really begrudge of her for doing it. I know she doesn't mean to cause any problems, and besides, the only one she's inconveniencing right now is herself. I'm sure I took my shoes off at the door, one of them here at least. Maybe you put one back and forget the other. Have you tried checking under the kitchen table or behind the couch? Behind the couch? Ichigo's brows furrow. But at this point, I'm desperate. I'll try anything. Really, even if I unzip? I'm just kidding. Ichigo tears about the living room. She crawls her hands and knees looking behind the TV, the bookshelves, and then... Aha! Under the couch. See, there it is. There she goes. She found it. It was there after all. Ichigo retrieves her missing shoe from its hidey hole, then gets to her feet, clutching the shoe to her chest like a talisman. And she's afraid it'll sprout wings and flutter away. She looks at me and says, "Thank you, Naoi. You're so smart. I like to lose my head if I didn't have you." "It's fine. I'm happy to help. Besides, it was just a lucky guess." "You say that, but your lucky guesses almost always turn out to be right. You're the one who helped me find my cell phone when I drop it, and my favorite hair tie, and my newest Hoshizo Zora Shiori CD. You must be like some sort of a human treasure magnet." That's one disaster averted, but Ichigo's eyes darted to the clock on the wall. It's getting even later. Time has tendency to do that. It waits for no man, or so I've heard. Crap, I'm gonna be late for sure. I'm sorry I couldn't make you any breakfast, Naoi. I'm going to head out now. Like, right now. But good luck on your job. You have your first shift today, don't you? Uh-huh, I'll do my best. You always do. I'm sure your boss will love you, and your new colleagues too. Go out there and knock him dead, okay? Make me proud. Now you sound like a baseball coach. I did used to watch baseball with my dad. He was pretty into it. I don't get the appeal myself, though. You mean because there aren't enough cute girls? There are never enough cute girls. The world needs more adorable idols and more capable nurses. Yeah, that's right. I'm a nurse in training myself, and I've got a lecture to get to. See you later. Have fun. You too. I wave Ichigo goodbye and watch the news as she slips on her shoes and finally leaves the house. She closed the door behind her with a resounding thud. And then after that, there's nothing. It's very quiet, almost eerily so. Ichigo makes a lot of noise, but I've grown used to it. Her constant cheery chatter is a comfort. Without it, the atmosphere in our apartment feels somber and staid. Oh well, there's no use sitting here moping. Today's the day I start my brand new job. I wonder how it'll go. I guess there's only one way to find out. Ah, the beach. I yawn, one hand pressed to my mouth as I walk along the seafront. It's pleasant, warm morning, and I can feel the salty sea air running its invisible fingers through my hair. I can hear the sound of the waves lapping against the sand in the distance, and the cawing of the gulls as they dance in the air. Today'll be my first shift in the Seaside Cafe, and I'm cautiously optimistic about it. Miss Miyamori seems like to like me already. Perhaps a bit too much though. And while Ku and Meiku weren't exactly welcoming me, they did call me a creep. I have some hope though. I have more hope than her. I think if I give it enough time, I'll be able to win them over. It'll be nice to have a few more friends and other than Ichigo. I know I used to be a delinquent, but I don't want to be a complete loner. Speaking of my new colleagues, Isn't that Ku? What are you, Ku? I'm pulled out of my retriever by the sight of a familiar face. She's wandering along the beach about a few feet away from me. She's attired not in her maid garb, but in usual casual clothes. I've not seen her done before. A ruffled blouse and a denim skirt. She might be looking different. She might look different, but I recognize her with ease. That dreamy, misty look on her face is the same as it always was yesterday. As her gait, she's promenading along the sands very slowly, as though lost in a dream. Isn't she aware that our shift starts in 15 minutes? If she doesn't pick up the pace, she'll be late. I'm a bit worried about being late too, but still, I find myself jogging over to her. Hey, Ku! Oh, Ku blinks, her pale eyelashes trembling, and turns her head. She frowns. It's the creep. What? Oh, come on! I laugh awkwardly, running a hand through my hair as I do so. That's what Miyuki said, isn't it? If I remember that at least. You mean you don't remember my real name? Ku shakes her head. That might be a problem. I don't think you should call me a creep while we're at work. No? No! It wouldn't make a good impression on our customers. Then what should I call you? Call me Gabe Newell's luscious nipples. Just kidding. No, that's what I'm called. Naoi, Ku brows furrow with what seems a commendable effort. Is more mesmerizing my name that much of a challenge for her? I'll try to remember it. Good. So, what are you doing? Going to work? Right. I should have figured. That makes sense. I'm still curious about something though. Do you usually walk along the beach before you go to work? Sometimes. I wait expectantly, but Ku doesn't elaborate. Is that all she got to say? No explanation? I guess she's a woman of few words. How mysterious. So, what do you usually do on the beach? Stand? Sometimes sit. Right? So, I take it you like the beach. Ku nods. She's not very talkative, is she? She's just a silent one of all. What do you do to enjoy about the beach the most? The waves. They sound nice. Aha. I think I'm starting to get somewhere with this girl. A stony face, though she might be. I'm glad her reply was so reassuring normal. A lot of people like listening to the waves. The sound of the waves makes me think of lost souls screaming. I like that. Right, I take all that back. Ku isn't normal at all. Hey, Naoi, huh? What is it? We have a bit of time, so do you want me to tell you your fortune? My fortune? Ku nods. I have my tarot cards with me. Would you like to know what they have to say? I can't say I've given my future much thought, but if you're that invested, I guess you can give it a shot. Since it's my first day on the job, I'd like some reassurance that they'll go well. Unfortunately, I can't do that. Your future could be good or bad. It's not for me to decide. I guess that's down to the cards, huh? No, the cards show your future, but they do not decide it. That is already set in stone. Right. So they're like a conduit. Ku nods. Miyuki called you a creep, but I think she was wrong. You seem nice to me, and you're rather intelligent. Well, thanks. I smile. So how's about my fortune? Can you use the cards to show me how my day will go? Ku nods. Let me see. She reaches into a pouch fastened to her belt, then selects a card from within. I think she's doing it at random, but if pressed, I'm sure she'd say this all down to the whims of fate. She examines the cards, then frowns. I see. What do you see exactly? Look. Ku flips the card over to reveal an image of a tower being struck by lightning. I don't know anything about tarot cards or what they represent, but this image of the crumbling tower looks a bit disconcerting. Surely that can't be a good sign. I guess I'm glad Ku didn't pull a super ominous card like death, but it doesn't bode well. What does that mean? That tower can mean many things: change, destruction, and confrontation. But I think it relates to you in a very specific way, which is, it's a warning. You should be very wary of Tsundere maids. Yes, I knew it. See, I was right about this whole thing. If you're not careful, you'll get into big trouble. Tsundere maids? I frown. Are you talking about Miyuki? You'll find out soon enough. Now, Koo slots the card back into its pack and offers a very small, faint smile. Shall we be on our way? Right. I accompany Koo to the seaside cafe. Accompanyable silence, neither of us speaking during our walk. I ruminate Koo's unused words. Is something bad really going to happen? I hope not. My first day of working at the Seaside Cafe, and I'm doing my best to get to grips with the basics. And that's the end of today's episode, everyone. So thank you everyone for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to share this video as well to anyone. And I'll see you guys in the next one.